Hey guys, it's 2024. Not much changed. I am still alone. No girlfriend, no nothing. I still cannot find a girl, cannot get any interest. I am still undesirable. I am still nothing. I'll be 31 this year. Clock is ticking. Keeps going past midnight already over. It is too late and it's later and later. But still hoping. I am back with an update. Where have I been? The haters, I guess, I got pretty discouraged. I am worn out, beaten down, almost given up. Everything is the same. It's an empty life. But I know I must keep going because I know what I want in life. I know this is a year where I have to step things up. I will keep trying. I must. I won't be alone anymore. I will become desirable. It has to happen because I can't live like this much longer. It is crushing, the pain of being alone. One day, somehow, I won't be alone anymore, and I will be desirable. There was nothing eventful in terms of girls in 2023. No new opportunities. I was alone, fully alone for 100% of the year. That was quite different to the past few years where for at least some portion of the year I had some hope. I was talking to some girl, had some interactions with some girl that was interested in me, and last year it was pretty much nothing. It was a year of nothing, emptiness, a void, although it was unsurprising. Any sources of previous opportunities were finished, but there was nothing new. I was not generating new opportunities from a new source. Not yet. Hopefully one day. This is a tough stage of self-improvement where there's only darkness. There's no real hope yet because you're not going to be noticed for a long time. You have to grind with no reward. You're not in a condition to be noticed. You don't have anything to offer, anything more to offer than before. And it's possible that you might have less to offer than before. In this time of grinding and emptiness, there's still a long time before even the smallest payoff comes through. You've thrown away everything for this so-called self-improvement, made so many sacrifices, burned every bridge, stopped enjoying things in life, disconnected from the world. Tried so hard. I tried so hard, but nothing changed yet. The fatigue starts to set in, the motivation fades away. The boundless energy is no more. I didn't go to the gym much in December. Had a lot of days where I stayed home and ordered Taco Bell or Hungry Jack's. For the non-Australians, that's the Australian version of Burger King. And I ordered those from Menulog delivery. Just stayed home and ate. Or I just went to bed. I didn't feel like going at all. I felt too tired to do anything. I was tired of everything. Tired of life and also physically tired at that moment. And of course the hate and discouragement did get to me. So many haters last year, and they're still going. It felt like they outlasted me. It's one person against an army of trolls, a giant death cult that wants everybody to self-delete and rot. And you try to... How can you fight against so many people? You don't want to fight, you just want to withdraw, want to be left alone. And of course I couldn't be left alone. Nobody is going to leave me alone and just let me move on, you know. Felt like they managed to win somehow. This year I do want to get back into being productive and attacking things with full force, putting the work in. It should be a reset because I've updated my strategies. I know what I'm doing. Once I get everything in order, that is. Things aren't quite set up yet. But I am going in with lower energy levels than before. I am drained, defeated, and barely crawling along. That's the overall feeling I have about 2024. I do think there should be a turnaround eventually, and things will start to get better. But until then, every day, I'm gonna have to fight the urge to just go to bed, to just lay down. It's a struggle. I don't have anything left in me, but it's the most crucial time. Things are probably going to get worse before they get better, and I know they can get far, far worse. Life will get more painful, more difficult. The loneliness will become even more crushing. I expect my mental state to deteriorate further. Like, how long can I even hold on to my sanity? And I do say that with genuine fears that maybe one day I reach my breaking point and like I don't want to end up stuck in some hospital somewhere, whether that be mental or physical. You know, I don't, trying to not reach that point, but I'll have to keep going somehow. I cannot stop. I will not stop. I know what I want and I am working towards it. I don't care what anyone else says. It is going to be an intense year. Intense in terms of the effort I put in terms of the emotion and the struggle. It is not going to be easier. It is going to be very, very difficult. I got acquainted with one of those ChatGPT type programs you can download for free. You can install them on your computer. A local LLM. It's called Mythomax 13B, based on Facebook's Llama 2, which is an open source LLM that was released in July last year, I believe. You can do some lewd roleplay with it. It's very basic, and I feel like the set of data it was trained on is very small, and it gets kind of confused with like who it's talking about, and there's bugs, like I couldn't get it to work past a certain amount of characters, tokens. But the thing is, it's functional. It can do the job of satisfying you in terms of providing stimulation, like better than videos sometimes. I find it kind of like an on and off thing. Like sometimes I could spend a day, like a whole night, just staying up with with Mythomax and going over like all different fantasies, and then you get bored of it and you don't touch it for a long time. So yeah, it is pretty basic. I also tried out earlier in the year Novel AI, which is a paid service. It also uses a 13B model, so same size, like 13 billion parameters, whatever, but it is custom trained on like a better data set, apparently. Lots more custom training and investment in it. To me, the quality is a lot better, and it's a different level, but Mythomax is like you're having a conversation with them, with the bot, and Novel AI is more like a story where you're writing the story together. Of course, there are different like modes and configurations for both of them that you can mess around with. What kind of roleplay did I do? Well, all sorts of stuff that you can't discuss. A lot of that are, C-word stuff about having a girl who does stuff with other guys. I'm so broken now. God. Like, you can talk to him about anything in the world, and that's what I end up asking them about. It's almost slipping back into those MGTOW visions of the singularity. Do you remember there was a site called like Singularity 2050 that talked about that? So the idea was with robots we wouldn't need real women anymore, and that was gonna save us, right? I was too scared to go to the shop, go interact with a real woman, and yeah, I thought I'll just wait for robots. Just wait for the technology and all the pain will be gone one day. It'll be all over. We won't have to suffer anymore. I did predict that someday, as technology improved, I would return to these sorts of copes. But I decided, like, when I started going to the shop, that I would focus on real women in the meantime, and then I guess when I'm 40 or 50 and we finally have the robots, I can not even worry about women anymore, just try and live my life now. But this technology arrived sooner than I would have predicted, than I think anyone would have predicted, because I don't think anybody predicted the existence of LLMs, of like ChatGPT or anything like that. I would have thought we'd actually have to get to like real AI in like 2050 or something before we'd have a bot that you could actually talk to properly. But these things, they really understand like all your different like fantasies and stuff, and it's just amazing. Like, I never got into the ChatGPT stuff, like the mainstream censored ones, but the lewd ones are nice. Anyway, it's good to have more ways to cope and to try and dull the pain. One of the limitations I faced in 2023 was being not in the best shape due to bulking. I have been lean in the past. I have shown my 2018 pictures on here, but I did put on some weight when gyms were closed and stuff, and then when I started going again, I was mainly focused on bulking, on trying to put on muscle and just ignoring leanness, and I let myself be pressured into bulking further than was necessary and going into a state where I didn't look good and I wasn't happy with how I looked, and right now I'm not happy with how I look at all. Like, obviously eating in a caloric surplus is optimal for muscle gains. Bulking is a normal part of building muscle. And then going back down, cutting is as well. It's quite a standard thing. But it does mean a temporary drop in attractiveness. That's the price you have to pay if you let your body fat get too high. If you look at some more lean people, they tend to not really get too fluffy. And the worst part is you look even worse than when you started. For me, I do feel that I am not happy at all with the way I look. I do look worse than, say, I did in 2018. I'm less happy with my body than I was back then. It's just not, it's not conducive to motivation. It's not conducive to going to the gym and grinding. And of course you lose your appetite when your body fat gets too high. So you can't actually keep on bulking forever if you are not like this Nikocado avocado type who like just can just eat and eat. Like if you're not a fucking, I don't know, just fucking, if you're not that kind of person with an infinite appetite who just gets fat easily, then you're really going to struggle trying to go past a certain body fat percentage. And of course, losing motivation to be able to push yourself past that point, not being comfortable mentally with what you're doing, and so not being able to put the effort in. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the impact. I could not take nice pictures of myself, and I couldn't put myself out there. I'd feel a lot more comfortable putting myself out there if I did have abs, if I did have something to offer. All I have to offer right now is a bloody belly, bloody skinny fat. It's just awful. I didn't feel like using apps. I didn't feel like posting online, and I didn't put myself out there at all. People pressure you to stay in this state. They want you to remain permanently undateable so that you feel even worse about yourself. They will say embrace the bulk or you're not eating enough, and then they'll turn around and laugh at you for not being lean. Even the same people or in the same thread, they'll just fucking turn on you for doing what they said to do. So I don't think it's good to listen to people about things like bulking or cutting, and it's probably just best to be silent about my plans. I do want to get lean at some point in time this year, like proper lean, maybe not shredded if there's no time to get shredded, but at least reasonably lean, like 12% or something, 12% body fat. Because look, I'm not happy at all with the way I look. I don't enjoy being like this, and anyway, I don't have an appetite, so it's impossible to build muscle by eating in a surplus. It's impossible to continue with this until I cut again. And yeah, I'm not happy with the state that I'm in, and I do need to be able to put myself back out on the market, on the dating market, and I want to be able to try and make use of whatever gains I've made. Be able to get that muscle to show and actually make use of it and see if I can get somewhere with a girl. To finally reap the benefits of the gains of all the work that I put in. Another issue with lacking presentability has been acne. I put off going to the doctor for a long time. I was going to go on Accutane, but you know, this healthcare system I'm just not comfortable dealing with. It's just frustrating. It's just so hard to get anything done, but well, I'm going tomorrow to the doctor. Hopefully they'll give me the referral so then I can go to the dermatologist so I can get the Accutane and just get it dealt with, because there is no point wasting my time anymore. I need the stuff. You know, like, it is really, really hard to want to take a picture when you've got some giant pimple you cannot get on the video or any pictures or anything. And even now I've got a lot of hyperpigmentation, I've got a lot of pimples active that, like, well, this camera, obviously it's a phone front camera, so it's probably going to blur out a lot of that, but you can probably see it. So yeah, I'm not in the best state, and I really need to get the acne done. If I want to look presentable, I need to get rid of it. So that's something I'm going to try and get dealt with, and if the doctors don't give me the referral, I will have to think of something else. The biggest change of 2023 was everyone turning against me. You know, all I wanted was to not be alone anymore, but everyone turned against me for wanting to put that into action. See, I'm here talking about being alone in 2024, but what I'm talking about is my plans for action. And everyone turned against me and attacked me because I was focusing on going to the gym, and I didn't want people bringing me down anymore, trying to discourage me. I believe most of these trolls are black pillars. Some of them might just be people who happen to be around, but like, it is possible some are from other sources, but I believe it is almost all black pillars that are against me. I did quit YouTube for 3 or 4 months, I think it's 4 months now, because of them. Like, I thought, like, what's the point in coming on here to just talk to an audience that is only going to make fun of me and harass me and try to discourage me and try to get me to give up. Like, there's people put in real work to try and get me to give up, like posting threads every day with all this. I don't know if it's like a whole crew of haters or just one, and as well as all the YouTube community. And by the way, fuck you to all the people who are like supporting, like being friends with these people who are hating on me. If you're liking their comments and fucking justifying them, defending them, or supporting them anyway, like fuck you, man. Okay, you know, all this hate, all this harassment, I just do not want to post. And like, I did want to try and build something new, just move to someplace far away from the manosphere, far away from Black Pill, but I have no idea of where to go, and I have no idea of how I would start from scratch if I started a new channel. But I would like to kind of reconfigure this one somehow to find new people. Like, couldn't even post a progress picture without receiving hate and harassment, having people post every day, like those progress pictures that I posted, people posting threads every day with those pictures, receiving all this harassment for months on end, for even just small pieces of content like that. Like, why would I want to post anything? You won. You fucking won, okay? Like, YouTube is probably going to kick me off now. The algorithm is probably never going to want me again, because, yeah, I mean, you did it. You made me not want to fucking even come back here, even fucking post. Fucking despise all of you people in the Black Pill community. Like, what the fuck? It's like, shit, I have nothing to do with you, so just leave me the fuck alone, okay? You know, they're still going in 2024. They are still posting, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna stop. So I don't even know what I'm gonna try and do. I think the best option would be to try and build something that I can bring more positive people into. And yeah, it's probably going to mean different format of videos to these bloody things, because these videos do not work that well in terms of bringing in new people. Yeah, I just want to bring in new people, find new people. rebuild and get as far away from these people as possible. I am entering 2024 with few allies, all alone again. Alone not only in terms of girls, but in terms of, I guess, online acquaintances, a community. Everyone else is gone. And that is quite a significant change from previous years. Like in the past, things have almost returned to the pre-YouTube days, like back before 2019, when I had basically no one to talk to. The only interaction I had was with the girls at the shop. That was the only interaction I had with any people outside of my family. Yeah, very little contact with anyone. However, I gotta say, I am glad to see these people gone. They are trash. They are not my fucking friends. They weren't never people who I should have kept around or maintained that shit. Like, I regret messing things up with that one girl. And, you know, maybe some people who had useful information might have been useful to me, who I didn't exactly get along with. Maybe there were some people I overreacted to. But overwhelmingly, all of these people are fucking awful. Awful people. And I do not have anything in common with them, and I am glad they are gone. Like, if you don't like me, then just fucking leave, bro. Just, like, I'm glad you're not my fucking friend. Rather have you as an enemy than have you as a friend trying to fuck me up from the inside, trying to screw me over from the inside, try to infiltrate. You know, all this trash, you know, filtered out all the trash. All the people who were only around me to try and hurt me or try and laugh at me or look down on me and try and keep me down, discourage me, keep me in the same state that I was in. All the people who never wanted the best for me, they never wanted me to succeed. They never wanted me to even try. They turned against me for even fucking trying to change my situation. All the people who expected me to put up with being a doormat or a punching bag in exchange for whatever value they claim to provide. Talking about some of those advice people that I've mentioned in the past. You know, all these people, it's better to just have silence, better to just be alone than have all these people around. Everyone, glad they're gone. And, you know, I don't need male friends to survive anyway. So-called friends. Like, that's not some basic need. I do, however, need to rebuild the whole YouTube thing now that this mess is blown over, now that the dust is settling a little bit. I do need to try and figure out where to go. Like I said, I want to find new people. See, it is important to be known and to have a platform and to have exposure, because that is something that provides various opportunities. The lack of success on YouTube did contribute to not having any more new opportunities with girls, because I was not bringing in any new girls that would view the content from, say, the algorithm or search results and stuff. You know, like I did think that contributed to not having as many dating opportunities. There was more interest from women when my channel was popular, when it was bringing in new viewers, when it was being in the search results and getting attention from different places. Surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, none of this attention from SBS, Asmongold, Hassanabi, none of this stuff actually brought in new viewers, new subs. So that was a gamble that did not pay off, being on that thing. All that happened was, I guess, after that video, all the trolls who already knew me, who were already part of the user base, I guess, turned against me after that video for some reason. So yeah, I do need to get exposure to a broad audience, make appealing content to a broad audience, and I have no idea. I mean, I do need to actually experiment and stuff. I need to try and start the channel growing again, or I need to start somewhere else. Start a new channel. Maybe it could be fitness, it could be transport, it could be just whatever, maybe more sanitized, cleaner. So what happened to the gym? I did mention the gym. Do I have like any updates, any physique updates? Where's all that? Well, no, I was bulking and I failed with the bulking. So have I acquired aesthetics? Well, no, nothing changed at all. The first year of getting serious, from like April 2022 to March 2023, I did gain a decent amount of fat-free mass according to scans I had. Like I had a BIA scan in 2022 and a DEXA scan in 2023. So apparently I gained around 10 pounds of muscle, or 10 pounds of fat-free mass. So apparently I gained around 10 pounds of fat-free mass. And look, I did gain some strength, but look, everything dropped off after that. And that was despite a lot of injuries and suboptimal factors, a lot of downtime and things getting messed up, like still did decently in that year, but things did not go so well in most of 2023. Nothing has changed. I haven't really made any progress. The gains did not come. I tried my best. I really did. I tried in different training techniques. I really pushed the calories for the bulk, and I made sure to get my protein. I absolutely tried, and I'm not gonna, I know people make fun of me for trying, so I'm not really gonna dwell on that too much. Look, I tried my best, but my best was not enough. A long time ago, I talked about getting bogged down in technical issues being the main reason for a lack of success. Theoretically, on paper, building muscle should be easy, right? And a lot of people say it's so easy, just lift. But despite a lot of people going to the gym, not everybody is walking around like Andrew Eubanks. My biggest mistake last year was not moving quickly enough when I realized things weren't working, when I realized things weren't making progress. Not moving quickly enough to change things. And not being willing to push the gas pedal, to push even harder. When the necessity became apparent, I really thought I'd just keep on messing around with all these training modifications, trying to change things, and look, I have to push the gas pedal and just really step things up. Now I do have a plan. I probably already know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to even talk about anything that I'm going to do anymore, because fuck all these fucking trolls. Like, that's it, man. Look, I did learn things, and I figured out some of my mistakes, and I have a plan for 2024. I am going to do this. I'm going to make progress. Like, whatever you think. I do expect gains to finally come this year. So basically, overall this year is about trying to make progress finally substantially, step things up. And I do hope that I won't be alone anymore. Like, maybe by the end of the year, I'd like to have at least gone on a date, maybe had a hookup. Like, if I had a girlfriend by the end of the year, that would be ideal. And it's about moving on from all the haters, all the negativity, trying to rebuild, trying to focus on my own goals and self-improvement, what I want in life, and how I choose to do that, how I choose to follow that path, what path I choose to take. and trying to find people that support me and are on my side, and just rebuild. Just, this year is about push it to the limit, while I try not to give up, try not to just go back to bed. So this is a mess. So first video for the year, so that's all, I guess. Yeah, I guess this was more me talking about my plans than talking about being alone. Look, I am alone. I feel awful. We know how it is. I wish I could recreate that video of 2019, and I don't know what more I can say about being alone than, I'm alone. Darkness, blackness. I'm so sad. I'm decomposing out here. I'm rotting. I'm trying so hard. I will not be alone anymore. The Discord is still around. Like, these trolls are still everywhere, but hopefully we can bring in some good people. I still have Instagram. Sorry if I don't reply to people. I'm just really too tired. I don't even know anymore. That's this year. I do not even know. And look, we're all gonna make it this year. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Never stop. Never ever stop. Get what you want, and don't give a fuck about anyone else. That is all, and I am so sad. Good night.